Hey there, my YouTube buddies. This is Pat again, and I just wanted to do a quick update on my progress with the Atkins diet. As some of you may know, I began the Atkins diet 3 weeks ago. At that time, I weighed 185 pounds. That was a very snug, tight, uncomfortable size 16. Most of my weight has been all belly fat, which is the dangerous type of fat. I weighed 185, and I had purpose in my heart that I was going to try with the best of my ability to do the Atkins diet. The Atkins diet, by definition, is cutting out all sugars, all highly processed carbs, the fast carbs. So for the first week, I cut out, with the best of my ability, all known sugars. I cut out all cakes, pies, cookies, crackers, breads, all white potatoes, all starches, starchy vegetables, and all pastas, the macaroni and cheese. And so I cut that out. The second week, I have focused on portion control. I would usually have carb control yogurt for breakfast, a few almonds, maybe 4 or 5 almonds for a mid-morning snack. For lunch, I would have a low-carb, slim-fast protein shake. I've tried the Slim Fast and the Atkins, and they're both excellent low-carb shakes. Each have 2 net grams of carbs. But I've settled in on the Slim Fast shakes because I think they cost a little bit less, and you get more liquid with it, more fiber. So that would be lunch, and that would hold me over until dinner. And dinner has been lean meats and low-carb vegetables. I have had a couple of sweet potatoes. I'll take one generous sweet potato and cut it in half and have half of a sweet potato for dinner. I've done that a couple of times, 2 or 3 times actually, over the past 3 weeks. So that has been mostly my menu. At nighttime, I would have the sugar-free Jell-O and the heavy whipped cream, the foamy kind of whipped cream that you spray from the aerosol can, and that's been a nice dessert. I will admit to you that I have tried and failed on many diets. I've had this 50 pounds on me for about 7 years, and I've tried the low-calorie, the Weight Watchers. I've tried intermittent fasting, eating 1 meal a day. I've just tried it all. I've tried the low-fat diet. And this time I had determined that I would do baby steps. I put my finger on the fact that sugar was my addiction, and that sugar for me was my problem. It was my eating problem, was rooted in my sugar addiction. So for the first entire week, as I look back on it, I did not just dive into the Atkins as I should have and done everything gung-ho. What I did rather is I focused on getting rid of the sugar out of my diet, undoing the sugar addiction. And I remember on the 4th day I had terrible withdrawal symptoms. I had nausea, headache, just flu-like symptoms. I just wanted to just kind of lay in bed and rest. Couldn't even get out of the bed hardly that 4th day. I will tell you that after that 4th day, I began to have increased energy, and I felt better ever since. So it's really worth doing to try to get control of the sugar addiction if you have one, because it really does keep us enslaved to the food. So the first week was I focused on the sugar addiction, getting the sugar out. The second week I focused on portion control, because as I look back over my 3-week journey, the first week I just really overate snacks. At dinner time, I just overate everything. We bought almonds and pork rinds and high protein shakes and cabbage and chicken, and we bought chicken wraps, the low carb tortilla wraps. And my husband, when I say we, my husband is doing this diet with me, so he and I are learning together. We're on this journey together. But that second week, I began to practice portion control because the sugar was out. It was not so much a challenge, and I began to practice, and here's a big, huge thing for me, is I began to practice trying to listen to my body and only eat when I was hungry, to not eat just because I had it in the house and just because it was low carb. So I began to practice portion control. And this third week, I have focused on trying to learn to drink water. I've had a lifetime of drinking sweet tea and sugared sweet colas, Pepsis, and Coca-Colas. I was so addicted to that stuff. So this past week, I have focused on water. I'd like to report that I'm drinking just plain old water, but I'm not there yet. What I'm doing is I'm adding just a little bit of Crystal Light to my bottled water, maybe about a half of a little packet to each bottle of water. So I'm learning to drink this water in place of Diet Colas or even Splenda tea. So that's been my journey the past 3 weeks. I'm down 9 pounds. I feel so much better. My husband has lost 12 pounds. He feels better. And I just want to thank you for listening to the video, for taking this journey with me. I couldn't do it without you guys, because I know in the back of my mind that I have committed to this by way of YouTube and to post videos, so you guys are keeping me accountable. I appreciate you. I appreciate your support, your encouragements, your suggestions, your comments, and you know, with each other and with God's help, we can do this. My scripture for this video is Mark chapter 9, which says, "This kind can come forth by nothing but prayer and fasting." So I'm praying for your success. Please pray for mine. And I'm fasting. When I say I'm fasting all sugars, and I'm trying to learn to only eat when I am hungry. Thank you guys. God bless you.